Grant Boone and Morgan Pressel watching Brooke. Third shot at the par 5 12th.
Yeah, a little bit of a unique technique there with her approach, keeping her head down for a very extended period of time, but takes advantage of this very birdieable par 5.
Made it for birdie to get to 7 under. This to take the lead at -8. The putting has been outstanding here. She's playing with Ayaka Putaway, who shot a 62 in Scotland to win last month. From long range at the 14th, 22-year-old from Japan. She's contending. How about Paula Rito and what she did in Canada a few weeks ago?
Yeah, she's clearly riding off a ton of momentum, a lot of confidence.
Rito at 13th. How about the play of Andrea Lee? She's had a breakout year, buried on the priority list when the year began, reshuffled her way up with some great finishes, and
good speed on that. Look, terrific. So Tiffany back to 8 under par. 122nd in the race to the CME Globe and projected right now.
This is Ryan O'Toole at the 16th. We're going to look at this one with our top tracer technology.
Full location today. Similar line to yesterday, just a little bit further back in the green. I think quite accessible. I think we'll see a lot of good shots here.
For both today and yesterday. Back over to 13th, and Izzy Gapsa for a birdie to get it to 6 under.
It's from 136.
It's really well done by Brooke. Someone who's in control of their game, and she'll have a chance for another birdie. Let's go to the 15th and another European player. This is Carlotta Serganda with her second.
Only 12 feet left to this flag. She's pulled that wedge a little. But the green slopes a little left to right.
Yeah, it's going to bring it down nicely onto the green, and she's going to have a good look at birdie.
Set up to have this break just a hair to the right. She got enough pace. I kind of pushed it just a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to have a little left to right break. And Serganda warming up nicely this morning.
Yeah, got it to 7 under par towards the top of the leaderboard, and then dropped shots at 9 and 10. And par putt here at the 15th for Paula Rito. Just ran that first putt by. And that was not very positive there, Morgan.
Very short backstroke, very tentative.
On the tee at 16, Carlotta Serganda.
Aiming to land this 150, going with an 8-iron, hitting it hard. Pushed it out right a little, but I think that was the right club. This green always is on the firm side. You want to come in with the most lofted club that you can manage. This is an aggressive line.
Tiffany Chan, meanwhile, for double at 14. You noted she had a little bit of an opening with her second shot, but didn't hit a good punch out.
Yeah, definitely to quickly erase that bogey at the last hole. Little left to right break.
The breakthrough, just like her countrywoman Ashley Buhai.
And this is quite awkward. You can't land it all the way back to the flag. You have to land it short and let it release back to the hole.
She did that again there,
thing.
Karen, with her chip. She's keeping her head down really long. What a shot. Oh! Whatever it is, it seems to be working. It's an unusual technique.
Bogey at 15 and at 18, still a round of 70 and 2 off the lead.
Tiffany Chan trying to bounce back here. Second to this par 4.
As we've seen, Tom, this is one of the firmer greens on this golf course. Always has been.
playing tougher today than it did yesterday. The 17th.
Yeah, drove it left, but lucky that the lie was decent in the rough. That's a pitching wedge. Trying to land it at the front.
Oh, that was really good.
That was so good, Tom.
Back we go to 14. And we told you about some of the veterans in the field this week. How about Maria McBride? Go ahead, yes. The great Swede and Solheim Cup stalwart for Europe. Look at Maria. Not the case when Brooke was playing so great back then.
Paularito for a birdie at 17. Ooh. Just fooled her a little bit, but above the hole, it's quick. Still, it's going to be a nice day today. 6 under.
Incredible career. Hasn't played much the last few years. 15.
This is Mackenzie Toole. She is an amateur invite here. Plays her golf at George Fox University. This one could be a highlight. Wonderful shot. About an hour away from Columbia Edgewater. So here is Maya Stark, who mentioned that she won the ISPS Handa World Invitational over in Northern Ireland earlier in the summer, which got her membership to the LPGA Tour. Then she had planned to take a few weeks break, which she did. And
9.
This is Mina Haragai for a birdie to get in at 6 under par. That is really well done. It's a quick putt, that. So Mina finishing with a birdie, a round of 69. Let's see if Toole can make a birdie at 15. No. Shame. Her father flew over to caddy for her this week. She's from Australia. He flew over. She's from...
And Serganda's approach.
Nice to have a 54-degree wedge in from 117 yards, going right at it.
Gosh, that landed softer than anybody. You can see how big her divot was. She's so steep on her approach.
She's a deliberate player anyway and gets slower and slower the deeper she gets into a tournament in contention.
Not much good happens when you stand over the ball too long, but those putts, those just left edge putts are, she's made a beautiful one on 15, another one right there. Well, her putting stroke looks really solid.
This event in 2016 needs a birdie at the 18th to get onto the cut line.
And here's a player outside the top 150 in the race to the CME Globe.
Stackhouse finishing up. And Columbia Edgewater member Caroline Inglis just getting her second round started. You know, she knows every read out here.
A little bit of a challenge.
Aditi Ashok just inside the top 100. You mentioned it earlier. There's some thresholds that we watch. Top 60, of course, gets you into the CME Group Tour Championship. But top 100 allows you to keep your card.
Your home golf course. You don't necessarily focus in like you should for tournament play, so she's really concentrating on that.
Yeah, I think you have other demands on your time too, Tom, from, you know, people who... Oh,
watch out! Oh! A hole-in-one for the member.
Wow, what a shot. How awesome is that?
Putt to get Maya Stackhouse into the weekend. How about it? Tough hole. Big moment for Mariah. You never know, do you?
But back at the 11th, Lucy Lee in jail here, as you can see. This is on the other side of our camera tower. She's had to take a drop away from the tower. Tough for us to cover this one. I'm going to whip around. And look at that result.
I was trying to figure out, Tom, where she was. She was over the green.
Way
like
over the green.
40 yards over the green.
Way over the green. Will be out on the LPGA Tour as a graduate. She's already wrapped up her card, and that is some up and down at 11 for Lucy Lee.
All right, so Caroline Inglis, Kay Cockrell has caught up to see if there are any more fireworks in store.
I think there may be. That was a 9-iron. But darn near went into the hole again.
Mr. Henselite for her birdie. Just getting her rounds started. Yeah, they went in the back door, didn't it? Back-to-back birdies for the German player. Exactly. You got 7 major wins between us.
All right, this is the par 5 12th. It's Lucy Lee. She's seeing lots of Columbia Edgewater here the last few minutes. That's a great shot, isn't it? And Sung Hyun Park is this for birdie. Unbelievable to see her 104th in the race to the CME Globe, plummeting in the world ranks, but we have seen little glimpses for Sung Hyun this summer. The chance here. This is the third for Marina Alex.
Yeah, she hit a good drive too, but doesn't quite have the same firepower as Nelly, so laid up.
And here at 12, this is Lucy Lee to get back to even par. Well, she escaped with a par at 11.
Started with a birdie at 10, trying to add another one here at the 11. Quite having enough pace on that. Back up the green. Over 25 years of age, lives in Lausanne, Switzerland, just across the lake from Evian. In fact, the family have a boat.
Yeah, a little bit of an awkward lie prevented Hannah from going for the screen in two, so just laid up and hit her wedge to here. And she held that follow through on the putt. Wow. You could tell she liked that one more than the way she held on to that follow through.
Yeah, we saw her make a lot of those putts yesterday, Karen. Just really confident in reading these greens.
There's a tier in this green, and the flag is down on the lower part today. Oh, that was pretty close to pitching right around the hole. This will come back. We talked about that tier, and this one will get a lot better. The greens are quick. Yeah, wonderful shot.
From the center of the fairway, going with an 8-iron. Pretty nicely struck shot.
Looking for it to release up there a little bit. I think if it was pitched on the green, it might have got all the way to the hole.
To 12, third shot for Aditi Ashok.
Now we talk about accuracy as a premium. I think this is another wonderful golf course for Aditi. Wonderful putter. Has talked about how much she loves putting on these fast greens, and she doesn't often miss a fairway.
Yeah, bounced back nicely. Bogeyed the opening hole, the par 5. Started on 10, so gets her to 2 under par. Remember, she finished poorly yesterday. Some mental issues in there as well, being able to handle the expectation of making it to the top of the world. But obviously the injuries were a factor.
So the CME Globe needs a big week for a lot of reasons. 11.
Hannah Green.
Well, just from about a foot closer than Nelly, and this is on a better line.
Yeah, good shot there. See how close that flag is to the back edge.
Don't want to go long here, Karen.
No, the flag is hanging off that back edge.
Yeah, well controlled.
Great approach from Aditi. This from birdie. She can putt. She's as good as there is. And in the LPGA Tour, not a big hitter for this tournament. 11.
Hannah Green for birdie. Didn't like it right away. Heading back to Australia next week. Get some time at home. But she found an Australian restaurant in Portland.
Take a really big swing at that. Try to generate as much spin as possible. Beautiful shot.
She had a great summer last year. And has not been able to replicate it. As you see, 103 race to the CME Globe. But she birdied 13, the par 3, and a good chance to birdie this par 3 16. A double at the 18th, but this to get back to 3 under. Here it comes. So that one.
Shouldn't be a ton of break here in this putt, Grant. Pretty straightforward. little bit of a weak putt.
Finished top 50 on the money list last year.
Again, she's just so good with these clubs around the greens. Loves to chip from
Top tracer technology for the tee shot of Slovenia native and Duke Blue Devil alum Anna Bailots. 13.
Hye-Jin Choi for a birdie. Oh, that looks so good. I mean, the pace there was pure.
that hole on 13 today, Tom, must just look. We've seen putts go in from, and obviously from the tee, but we've seen putts go in from everywhere.
A couple of Air National Guard jets going up there, so Nelly just had to back off.
She did. I mean, what's Maverick doing taking off when Nelly's on the tee? This was an A time.
One of them dipped their wings as they came over earlier.
The 16th, the second for Lucy Lee.
Just pretty straightforward bunker shot there. Nicely done. You really do have to step back, Karen, when they come overhead, don't you?
Oh, I mean, they're so loud. I mean, I could barely hear you guys talking in my ears as they were going overhead. And
we're gonna do this off season.
That was an A time.
That's gonna be okay. She was worried that it was out of position, but now Marina Alex for a birdie on that same par 3.
This one, Tom's a bit downhill, and she's been having a hot putter today.
Is it still red hot?
It is.
There.
How about that?
Now Nelly Corder to get it to 7 under par. Good look here. Yeah. Nelly's first visit to the AmazingCre Portland Classic. Grant mentioned she was on a medical exemption. She had a lung condition that caused her some difficulty with her breathing, so took time away from the tour to seek medical attention. And
didn't create too much damage. Should be able to get up and down from there.
Approach for Hinselite at 18, 9th of the day.
One of the softest bounces we've seen so far today into 18.
Does have the wedge out, so looking to finesse this one in there.
Tendency would be for this to come out a little bit to the right.
Yeah, great
shot, Karen.
Really well controlled.
Oh, she stayed in her angles nicely down and through that one.
9th hole of the day for Esther Hinselite, this to get to 6 under. About 18 players, Morgan, separated by just 3 shots at the top of the leaderboard. Nelly for birdie at 14.
Don't see a huge amount in this one. It's for 3 in a row.
Yeah, she just got it just outside the hole, Karen. It never fell to the right like she was looking.
Can you complain if you hit a tree and kick in the fairway then miss the short birdie putt? Can you still get mad?
What a shot. Beautiful looking tempo. Almost looked like a little bit of a 3/4 swing. Just quick putt down the hill. This is one we've seen a few players get away from them, but
it's 3 birdies in 5 holes for Hye-Jin Choi, and she's got it to 3 under for the day.
It's thick and juicy. Morgan Matreau for birdie. That comes in handy. Putt line even.
Gonna need a few more of those, but just to make the afternoon a little more comfortable for her, get herself.
And let's watch this birdie putt for Anna Bailots.
Just a good uphill putt, little right to left break.
Birdies tough to come by, the 18th.
158 yards from the left-hand side of this fairway. I think with the longer club in her hand, looking to land this about 145 and let it release.
Middle of the green here on this 3rd hole. It's always a good target. Good distance control. This could be just what she needs to.
Anna Green just tapping in her par with 15. She remains 7 under.